Hello guys, in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how this intro transition video from Caspian report YouTube video was created in After Effects. So let's get into it.
3 years ago, Ibrahim Raisi won the presidency in a rigged election.
First thing we need to look at is this frame behind the main video. So to get this frame, it's actually an old footage or an old film overlay that you can download from websites like Shutterstock, Adobe Stocks, and other websites like that. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using this overlay that I downloaded from FreePix, and it's free for you to use, and I'll be linking that in the description below for you to download and follow this tutorial. So inside of After Effects, I have imported this video of India's Prime Minister, which I'll be using for this tutorial, and I've also imported this old film overlay that I'll be using for this tutorial also. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring down the footage. Then I'm just going to bring the X parameter and scale this up to 135 like that. Then next thing, I'm going to bring down the old film overlay and put it on top of our video. Then I'm going to scale this down to 50% like this. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to toggles and switches, then change this to multiply. Now we can see our video behind the overlay, so that's okay. The next thing we're going to do is for the frame, for this frame here, there's a number, but usually it comes with the frame, but because we couldn't get this actual frame, I'm going to be faking this. So I will just go down to my text tool and I'm going to try to type this, and I'll be using this font here. You can copy my settings. So I'm just going to try to fake this. I'm just going to come here like this and type in So the next thing we're going to do is that I'm going to select all of them, then pre-compose them. Then after that, I'm going to duplicate this. First, before I duplicate it, I'm going to go to my anchor point tool here. Then move this anchor point all the way outside of our frame here, just right here like this. Then I'm going to duplicate this layer in 4 places. For the first one, I'm going to bring up the rotation, then make this 180. Third one, I'm going to bring up the rotation and make it 90 degrees. And finally, the last one, I'm going to make it minus 90. And like that, you see we have four of our composition on different angles. We'll add a null layer, then parent all of our pre-comps here to the null layer. Then also move the null layers anchor point right where the rest are. So next, on our anchor point layer, I'll bring up the rotation, set a keyframe there at the beginning of our timeline. Then I'm just going to rotate this to 45 degrees, so we have this like this. Then I'll go 1 second forward. Then I'm just going to type 1 times 90, just follow what I do here, and we'll have this rotation. So I'm just going to quickly play this back. Next, I'm going to select both keyframes, then press F9 to make it easy ease. Then go to my graph editor here and select this to bring up these handles here. So I'm just going to drag this all the way to the side like this, then bring this back a bit so that it starts real fast then slows down. So let me play this back for you to see, and that's okay. So the final thing we're going to do is that I have these light leaks. You can download the one you want. I'm going to be using this. I'll change the mode to add, bring up the opacity and make this 50%. Then play this for you to see. Then finally, I'm going to add this old film grains to make it look kind of old school, and I'm going to make this screen. Finally, I'm just going to add motion blur to all of my animation here and play this back. So this is what we have. So you can play around with some of the settings and to fine tune this to your specification, but this is how you basically do it. So if you watch up to this point, please kindly subscribe to our channel and follow for more tutorials like this. Thank you.